Come on. Okay. Okay. Stream com line. Man, how many channels do you got, com Milan? You got you got so many different channels, bro. Like, golly. Hold on, let me fix my camera. You got so many different channels, bro. But what's up with it, y'all? Man, I came to tap in for a minute. I came to tap in for a minute for a hot second to see what's going on with everybody, how everybody doing today. I said, I got off a little bit early. And I don't know. When I get off early, I'll be wanting to come straight here and jump onto a live or something. So that's what I did. Make sure as you popping in this thing, hit that like button and all those different things. You know how we do. Hit that like button. Share if you want to share. You don't really have to, but if you do, then do it. If not, I ain't tripping. I'm just blessed to still be here and still be able to drop these lives like we be doing, and have certain people come in and share they experiences. Like Wild Man, I hope y'all caught that video the other day. Wild Man sharing his mushroom his ayahuasca journey. Ayahuasca is something else, man. He say, "What's your take on gestures?" I saw some crazy looking one on some 4ACO. Ooh wee, GG. 4ACO. That's, I ain't gonna lie. 4ACO is, to me, like, out of all the psychedelics I've done, like, 4ACO was one of the strongest. And my take on the gestures is, I don't know what they is. Them dudes be, they be doing all kind of stuff. Like, I remember I had one experience where they showed me this box, and like when the box was open, I could see inside the box, and it was like the scariest thing I ever seen in life. It was like everything that, all the bad things ever that happened in life, you feel me, was right there in that box, and the gestures was just kind of just laughing at me. Hold on, let me make you a mod, Kamalan. I'm gonna make you a moderator right now so you can, be able to post links and stuff. But yeah, so the gestures always kind of confused. Well, they didn't confuse me because the first time I seen them, I was like kind of happy because, hearing Terrence McKenna talk about it, and then finally seeing them. Dang, let me jump over here. And then finally seeing them was like, golly, bro. But I don't really know, what they are, or what they do, bro, cuz a lot of times it seems like they be trying to scare you, and then they do it on purpose, and they be laughing at you. They be laughing at you when they do certain things, so it's like I don't know what them dudes is, man. I have no idea. I know for a fact that a lot of things that I seen on psychedelics, I know a lot of things I seen on psychedelics. The gestures was always there, making some of the stuff I was seeing up. I could see them in the background moving their hands and stuff, like they were, making the stuff happen, bro. And then, it's kind of weird because I had an experience to where, like, when I was on, like, it was like dang, what all happened on that experience, because it was weird because I was behind it was a curtain, and I seen myself sitting on this side of the curtain, and I seen myself on the back side of the curtain, and in front of the curtain the gestures was jumping around, and they were scaring me, the one on this side of the curtain, but the one on this side, the me on this side of the curtain, was controlling the gestures. My hands was up under them going like this. And the me over there that was watching them was scared and crying and spooked. But the me on this side was controlling them. So I feel like the gestures is us in a way, but what aspect of us, I don't know. Maybe it's that funny, crazy, you feel me, aspect of us. But I feel like the gestures is just they us in the sense they us, they you, they different parts of your mind. You feel me, and like that's the way I look at them. I don't look at them as being anything outside of the self. He said, "Dang, blind, you ain't got nothing else better to do, huh?" I would mention what you just said, but I ain't, cause I would look for somebody. But no, yeah, love to join the conversation. What's the name of the channel on Discord? Shiva just dropped it right now. Yeah, let's see. I would have to say the gestures I saw doing 4ACO felt so similar to salvia gestures. Dang, I didn't know you can see set gestures on Sally. I never knew that. I never heard of anybody saying that they seen gestures on Sally, but I seen gestures on DMT and I seen them on mushrooms before. But I can't recall seeing them on like when I took Lucy or something like that. I feel you there for sure. A lot of the entities I feel like are a part of the psyche. Yeah, that's what it seems like. It'd be different aspects of ourselves that we built over time. Like when we see like the lady, like the lady is like, to me sometimes feel like all the love and the best feelings that you have in life, it's like that's what the lady is. And then like you get to venturing into your mind and you see all these different parts and aspects of yourself, and you see that all these aspects, they play a lot, they play a part in being their own entity. They become their own entity, but we take these entities in and then we split them up and we use them in the way that we use them through our everyday life. It's like, it's kind of trippy, but when you start to see it and you start to kind of understand it, you go, oh, okay, that's the way it is. That's the way it plays in everybody's mind, even though it don't seem like that, but it does. And everybody choosing which entity that they want to use. Like you can see that when we think of gods and the way like people worship gods or the different things that we worship in order to give us the power that we need or the power that we want. Everybody take on these different gods and like this god have this kind of power, that god have this kind of have that kind of power. When in actuality, the power is coming from us. The power is us. We are the power. That's that thing. Let's see. I saw one gesture on Salvi. Man, you ain't never said that. Oh yeah, you did say that, huh? The gingerbread mushroom guy. He was shaped like gingerbread man with shrooms growing out of him, and he was welcoming me into the portal or what, which was half tourist field. Dang, I don't remember. I don't remember that. I kind of remember. I remember you said you seen the gingerbread man gestures. I didn't see so many different gestures. I seen the ones that who arms is real long and they stretch out real long. Like those ones trip me out. But then I remember when we went to La Jolla, and remember.
Yeah. Sorry, but I just need one more view.
Oh, okay. I'll help you out with that. Oh, dang. I'll help you out with that when I'm done. But when I went to La Jolla and we did DMT on the mountain, bro, with Chris Cantelmo and the whole La Jolla, like we up on the mountain where Dr. Seuss, we call it where Dr. Seuss house is at. You feel me? The dude who made Dr. Seuss, he had a house before he passed away. It's up there. So when we looked out, bro, the whole La Jolla turned into like a gesture place. It was just gesture city, and like the buildings and everything, and you could see like gestures kind of throughout it. But the way that it was just this weird overlayment that was just like kind of freaky. Like at first, it used to be scary, but now, I was just telling somebody this yesterday. When I dive in now, I don't get spooked at all. Like I don't get spooked on psychedelics, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You feel me? I don't know. The drawing from my trip book. Okay, now but no, I'm gonna open up the Discord in a second. But when I open up the Discord, like everybody on Discord, like let's try not to curse like as much because we right now we on like a few different platforms right now. We on 3 different platforms, just trying to keep it clean. Try to keep it clean, which is kind of weird because when you get to talking about your experiences on psychedelics, you can't do nothing but curse because like I went back and every time I go back and I watch my mushroom videos or my DMT videos, like man, I'm like cursing up a storm because I can't find the words to articulate what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say. Yes, a gesture place. That's what it's definitely felt like on my 4ACO trip. That's a very good way to describe it. Yeah, because it always get me because you see these, man, I be seeing these, when I see these ruby, it's like these ruby color looking diamonds. You feel me? And they be on the tops of every building, bro. And it's like the weirdest thing. But the thing that I liked about 4ACO was it'll show you your next experience before you get there. And like I never could understand that, bro. Like one time I dove in at the house and I seen myself in Fresno where I was born at, and in this place that I've never lived at before, and I'm wondering why I'm there. And then like I think it was like either later on in the month or something like that, I went to Fresno, and then I was at my cousin's house and we took 4ACO, and I was in that backyard that it showed me. I was in that same place over by the school, the same place, bro. And I'm like freaking out, like, oh my God. Like, but it did that every time. It's like within my experience, it'll show me the future. And like I never could understand that with 4ACO. Like, it'll take you to the future. It'll show you the future. You might not grasp it right then, but as soon as you go to the next, you have the next experience, and you get a glimpse of it, and you see it, it'll tell you, see, I showed you this. Remember, I showed you this. I showed you this already. I showed you where you was going to be at. I showed you what was going to happen. And then it'll show you part of the next one. And it's like kind of weird, bro. 4ACO, I think it was like one of the strongest ones because it was like, I wasn't weighing it, so it was like sometimes it was like a 6-hour DMT experience, like period. It was the most fascinating. I went to some of the most fascinating places. I seen some of the most craziest entities. Like I was in a place to where it seemed like reality had first started. This was the first. It was like almost like this was the first reality that was created. The first reality. And we living in it. This the first reality. Say like, reality, like it's many different realities. And they started from one reality and then went on and on and on and on to create all these other ones. But I was in like the first one. And it was like the wildest thing because it was like an island, bro. It wasn't even that big. Like, I remember the palm trees, the way we used to go out on the beach and sit on the beach and just kind of look out at the water. But all the huts that we was living in, they was like off the ground. They was probably like 10 feet off the ground, sitting on these stick like things, bro. It was like the trippiest thing, bro. It was crazy. It was wild. 4ACO was some, man, I like kind of going back and going over those experiences too. Yeah, it's definitely showing me something. It wasn't a psychedelic future, but it showed me if I didn't keep my psychedelic talk under wraps when I went to Mexico, I was going alone. Wait, what? Wait. Hey, context. You type like you talk. Wait. Emerging space, like a figure just emerging from nothingness. And my right brain did that to my left brain. The right side was immersed, and the left side was scared to give in. My right. Oh yeah, Con. That's why. That's another thing that throws me off is when your brain split up, and you looking at everything from your left brain perspective and from your right brain perspective, and it's like two different things going on though. They both looking at things two different ways, bro. That kind of freaked me out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That kind of threw me off when that happened to me, Con. I was kind of thrown off. I have been summoned. He said, I have been summoned. Then you get excited. They say, so, let's see, so I put my left side up, and it created a monkey chain that was going over and over again. Hey, man, GG, you should come in the, dang, man, you should pop in the Discord so we can elaborate. And that'll be a good conversation, just basically like diving into what the gestures are. Like, not even the gestures, like the gestures themselves is something interesting, but just diving in, talking about the 4ACO. That 4ACO was some strong stuff, bro. I never, I think I read through like 4 grams of 4ACO, just kind of going back to back to back. Like, and I couldn't understand. Like, I think the 4ACO was the one thing that actually stopped me from being spooked on diving in, because it taught me that I was creating the fear. I was creating my own fear of what I was seeing. And I never had a reason to be scared. It didn't matter what was going on. I don't care if I was getting, like Ozo getting attacked by alligators or anything. Like, I never had a reason to be scared. I was creating my own fear. Like, of just being scared of the dark, of going in my backyard, because the 4ACR was so gone, of just being in the backyard, bro. And it was like, bro, you create the darkness. Like, how you gonna be scared of the things that you create? And it's like you creating everything. It was like, you know, like even Wild Man saying that when he was on the ayahuasca journey, and it told him, you know, you did all this. And it's like, you be told though, like, how? Like, you're not fit to blame me for all this stuff that's going on. You got me twisted. Trying to tell me that I created all this and I made all, man, no, bro, I'm not accepting it. I was like, man, nah, I'm not accepting it. I ain't doing that. What's up with it, Chino, Puerto Rico? I'm still alive, true. I don't do anything anymore but drink here and there. But I've been astral projection, out-of-body experience, or also known as sleep paralysis. I've been on Discord once. I get my new teeths. Hopefully next week, the way he said, I get my new teeths. What's up with it, Chino? I'm glad you're still out there. I'm glad you're still doing good. My last 4ACO dose was like 12 packets of gummies. So it was 24 gummies total. Dang, you was taking it in gummies, bro? I had just the straight powder. I was just dipping like they said, man, just take the tip of a knife, and like that's about a match tip size is all you need. And like, you know, that's the thing that I liked about the 4ACO. It was powder. You can just put it in water and you can just drink it. But it's wild because soon as you taste it, the trip starts. You start to get visuals and you see what you're going to see soon as you taste it. Soon as you taste it, every time, bro, it was like the wildest thing, man. But I think I had some of my best experiences. Well, I can't say that because, you know, all of them gave me some beautiful experiences and crazy experiences, you know. And shit, it just taught me a lot, man. It taught me a lot. Hey, Shiva, Chino here. Just needed to rewind certain BS. Yeah, no doubt. Creating your own fear. Yes, exactly. Creating that darkness. That's perfect. Yeah, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Like, you know, we create our own bad. We create our own good. You feel me? Because even though the bad or the crazy things is happening, we make it worse than what it is. We make it worse. We make it a lot worse. You feel me? And like, we was just talking about that the other day about like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and like, say you spill your coffee, right? You spill your coffee on your computer and it like kind of, you know, gets you angry. It'll start a domino effect of you only paying attention to all the bad stuff that's happening. So once you start that and you pay attention to that, the next thing you walk outside, you trip. You feel me? Then you jump in your car, you get a flat tire. You feel me? It kind of start this domino effect of you just paying attention to the so-called bad stuff. So I said, damn, I said, it'd be cool when you wake up in the morning and you start your day off in like being in a good mood or in a good way. Because now your mind gonna be focused on only seeing the good things, not saying that the bad things are not gonna happen, but the bad things are gonna happen, but they're not gonna pull you in to where that's gonna be the only thing you pay attention to. Like something bad might happen and you might laugh it off and keep going and keep pushing instead of kind of drowning yourself in the fact that, you know, this bad chaotic thing is happening. Cause that shit'll go back to back. Like I watch my kids do it. I be laughing. I see them do one thing. Like it take for them for one thing bad or to go wrong in the morning to like kind of make their whole day chaotic with bad stuff. It's just one thing. Like from the start. So it's like when you get up, it's like you gotta start your day in a good way, bro. Like, you know, if you don't, that's why your day, you know, you had those bad days. Like how they try to say Mondays is bad. Mondays ain't bad. It's just maybe, you know, you done kicked it on the weekend. You know, a lot of people got tipsy or whatever and wasn't able to go to work on Monday. Or felt bad, you know, still had a hangover going to work or something. You feel me? But Mondays ain't bad. Mondays is like the best day, man. It's starting the week off. You feel me? And it's like if you just do it in a good way, bro, it's gonna be good. It's gonna make the whole week beautiful. And I think it's hard to like just look at the beauty of life. Cause it's so much stuff happening. It's hard to just pay attention to the beauty of life and experience the beauty of life and run with the beauty of life. You feel me? But I know me, I like chaos. You feel me? I get on YouTube, I be watching all the chaos. I watch all the crazy stuff going on. You feel me? I get it out the way. Yeah, I like to kind of watch everybody else being crazy. If I can sit back and I can watch everybody else being crazy, it kind of helps with my sanity, all right? I don't know why. It helps with my sanity when I can sit back and watch everybody else go crazy. You feel me? Watch every because the smartest people, the best people in life be losing it. Be losing their shit. Be losing their mind. All the people we look up to, all the ones we follow be losing it. And it's like, man, it is so easy. It's so easy to lose your mind out here, bro. It's easy. You got to damn near chain your mind to your ankles. If you don't chain your mind to yourself, you're going to lose it. I'm just get you a spiritual chain and chain it to your ankle, chain it to your wrist or something like that. So if it fall off, you can just wheel it back in or something. You feel me? The feel. It's us projecting the experience. Yeah. I'll hit you up on Discord, and it's true. I mean, you ain't got my number or something no more, Chino. You must not, cause you ain't tapped in. You ain't hit me, let me know how you was doing or nothing. You feel me? You ain't tapped in a minute. You used to text me at least once a week, hit me at least once a week, and be like, "True, I'm good." It's like you just went ghost. You went ghost. I mean, dang, you went ghost like Power. You just ghosted. I'm glad you back though, bruh. I'm glad you back. But yeah, on that note, bro, I just kind of want to, I'm going to just open up the Discord because I just kind of, you know, sometimes I ain't going to lie, bro. I just be wanting to listen. I like to talk, but a lot of times I just be wanting to listen. He just posted the Discord. Shiva just posted. If you go up a little bit, I'm gonna find it. Let me go and find it, and then I'm gonna pin it to the top. And you know, this is the place where, you know, like, cause a lot of, like, everybody here, they always got a lot of interesting experiences they be having and they be wanting to share. So like, this is where we come in and, you know, people able to actually come in and share their experience. I'm gonna just pin it right there. Exile always posting it. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you, brother. But this is where, you know, so when you come into Discord, you know, we give, you know, the new people the floor in order to be able to come in and share their experience. Like we give you the floor and we let you come in and you can talk, and we'll question you. You feel me? We have questions. Everybody have questions here and there, but we usually give we always we not ain't gonna say usually. When somebody new always come in, we always give them the floor and kind of rock off of what they saying. So yeah, that part right there. So and Discord don't cost anything. Like if you here on the channel and we talking psychedelics, we talking about dreams, we talk, don't matter what we talking about, it's always open for anybody to come in. So don't think that oh, it's only these people. No, it's always open for anybody to come in and share their experience. So it's always open for it. Like the Discord is for everybody. And a lot of times, like, people be in there, especially like when you having a experience and you kind of start to lose yourself. You feel me? You start to lose yourself. You can always jump on Discord, and it's always going to be somebody there to actually, help calm you down. It's almost like Discord is like the trip sitting spot. You feel me? Because you got Exile in there. You have Theo, Khan. You have all these different people that are experienced on diving in. They're experienced divers. So, they going to kind of listen when you having your experience and they going to, give you insights to help you, stay focused so you don't lose yourself in there. Because a lot of us, oh my God, man, what you mean you got your second DUI? You know what? Yeah, look, I'm going to tell you, right? We too old to be trying to drive tipsy. If you had anything to drink, don't drive. Just don't drive. Just don't. I don't care how you feeling. Oh man, I feel like I can. No, just don't do it, bro. That's one thing that I learned. Like when I was at work the other day, like my boss, his father got a barbecue spot. We went over there. I had one beer. And he was like, man, you want some whiskey? You want, a shot of something else, some cognac or something, what you want? And I'm like, bro, I'm cool. I had brought my 2 sons with me. And I'm like going, bro, I'm cool. Like, I'm going to wait till I get home. Once I get home, then I'll have me a drink. But I'm not going to drink right now. And then I got to drive with my kids in the car. Even if I got to drive by myself, like these days, bro, I'm 49. I'm not fit to be driving tipsy. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's just a thing not to do. You feel me? Like, we too old for that. We too old for that. And then you catch your second one? Talking about I did it twice. How you still got your license? Back in February 28th. That's when I started ghosting. I needed to chill. But yeah, man, that's just what you don't do, bro. That's one of them things you just don't do. Slow motion to this side. No. Do not drink and drive. Do not try to drive on mushrooms. Do not do it. Like, and I'm not saying I didn't make them mistakes. You feel me? Luckily, I just didn't never get yoked. But it came a point in time to where I said, I just can't do that. I can't try to make that mistake no more because, it's going to jeopardize not just my freedom, but, my license and my car and all these different things, bro. So I just can't, I don't put myself in weird positions nowadays. I don't take chances. I don't take chances in doing something that I know I shouldn't be doing. You feel me? Let's just say it like that. Certain things I know I shouldn't be doing, I'm just not going to take the chance. I'll wait. I'll wait it out. You feel me? Just as simple as that. He said, I learned my lesson. Won't ever happen again. I mean, you had to, see, Chino, you got a lot of whoopings when you was little like I did. You just got a lot of whoopings when you was little. You feel me? I did the same thing, bro. I did the same thing. Just got a gang of whoopings because you was not listening. You was not hearing. When mama said no, mama meant no. Mama didn't mean, you feel me, maybe. You feel me? Like, you stay in trouble with mama. But I'm about to open up Discord right now. My bad. My bad, y'all. But Con, you was talking about the gingerbread jester. Wait, who is this? Who's this?
Yeah, yeah. What's up? I see there. I don't know. I can't even say. I don't even
That's
know.
GG. GG said he just joined, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, GG.
See, I wanted to think it was Gigi, but I saw two people, and I'm like, all right.
Well, yeah, G and Doob is here too. I don't know who Doob is. What's up, Doob? Or GG or
I
Yeah.
bet you his name Doobie. I'm willing to bet his name is Doobie. It may be Doob. I think it's Doobie. I hope it's
Didn't
Doobie.
that
That's a
look
cool
like?
name.
What's up with it? Ozo.
What up, fam?
Ozo, what? Yeah, Ozo. I bet what happened with the dog eating them shrooms, man? How the heck did that happen?
Yo, listen, the dog's greedy as shit, man. She seen the plate on the bed, right? And I took all the dogs outside, so she's one of the English bulldogs is the way they is, right? So
Yeah.
when I let all the dogs go outside, she seen that shit on my bed, and I let all the dogs outside, right? But when I was outside, when I went outside, I was outside with them, and for some reason, when my sister went outside, the bulldog, she wanted to come back in. My sister let her back in the house by herself. So she came in the house. She went straight back to find out what's in that plate. So she went back and she ate all them shrooms, man. She only left two on the damn plate. I was like, man. So the dog be having, she's like super anxiety dog, like always like whining to go outside and whining to do stuff to run around, like, you know what I mean? So after she ate them shrooms, though, she went and parked her ass down and went to sleep and was slept the whole night. Didn't bother nobody, yo. She went straight to sleep. Woke up the
Man.
next day. I'm over here harvesting shrooms and cleaning them off. She was over there curious about the shroom, wanted to eat again. I was like, get out of here, man. You just tripped balls last night, slept it all off. She want more.
I did. That's what I did the other night when I took them. Man, I slept through visuals and everything. I was so tired. I slept through so many visuals. I didn't even have time to pay attention to them. I was so tired. I said, how you even do that?
A bunch of people came through today. I took 22 grams of shrooms, crushed them, made an alcohol extract real quick, threw like 4 lemons in there, squeezed them down, made like 4 shot glasses, and bust that back. And I've been
Wow.
zooming all day, bro. I traded I got a dirt bike, like a brand new 2-stroke KX 250 for one of my puppies. So I had to deal with this dude that came with dude's a MX dirt bike racer and shit like that, and he came and I'm over here talking to him and I'm sweating, I'm all shroomed up like, yeah, man, so the puppy's cool, man. You feel me? The puppy he's like a grown ass man. This puppy right here is like a grown like I'm over here geeking up.
He probably was
Man.
like, man, what's wrong with dude? What's wrong?
Nah, he was cool. He was cool as a fan. He was amped up about the dog. He was looking at my bulldog like, damn, I never seen a bulldog that got a big head like this before. What's up, Chulo?
He said, I thought it was the shrooms. I thought it was the shrooms. But no, Con, did you ever post that picture?
Oh yeah, scroll up. Go into general and like scroll up. That was the first time in a minute I went to go look at the book, and I was like, oh shoot. I even had like a story in there. There's even stories in my book, bro. Like about the things, and I'm reading it like, what? Like like the beginning sentence or one of the sentences, it was like the entity asked me, I could see with my eyes closed, and I was like, yeah, I see with my mind's eye. And then I wrote that the entity felt surprised or something. He was like, oh, he was impressed. And I'm like, who was the entity? I don't remember. And then when I was reading it, I'm like, oh, but I don't remember who the entity was though. It just felt like, you know how you just know something? It just felt like somebody was just popping up there, like on that part. But the pictures and junk, I just posted them in the general.
Man, that dang centipede creature right there, though. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Con, that thing scared the mess out of me when I first seen it. That was the fuckery box.
He
Hey,
had two heads, bro. I was tripping
yeah,
on the bathroom floor. I prop myself up against the wall, so like I don't do no leaning, or I could just let go and then boom, I just fall into a corner or something, like where the tub and the wall meet. And
yeah,
then everybody was gone. My daughter and them came home, and then she was crying. She was like really, really younger, and I think she needed a bottle or something like that. But when she came in the house, I could see like, oh yeah, she's hungry, and I'm like, the centipede is showing me that she's hungry. She want to eat or something. And I'm looking at the centipede, bro. The centipede is not even on our ground. He has like his own little layer of grounding that he's walking on. He's not
yeah,
floating. He's walking on something, but in his dimension, he's walking on the ground. He got mad legs. And each face, like there is no head and butt or head and tail. It's just head and head. It's just two heads. And they're both eating like an ant. Like they got that thing that the ant got where his
yeah.
mouth is like paws or something. They're using that to pick up whatever little pieces they're picking up. I drew them like little like scraggly because I thought it was dust particle or something. I didn't know what it was, but it looked like some type of. It reminded me of a dust particle. I don't know what a dust particle looked like, but that's what I envisioned it looked like. When they be like, "Hey, the
That's
dust bunny is eating this" or something like that. That's what I
yeah.
envisioned it looked like.
That's what I seen in that when I did DMT that time, and I seen that bathroom, the in that box that the gestures was showing me, bro. It was like a black and white bathroom that was
Oh,
everything was
I'm
just black
sorry.
and white, and the centipede was going through the bathroom, bro. I like it was going through the drawers, through the toilet, all over the place, bro. That shit was scary, but it was like at the same time I could see all the death and all the wrong in life that was happening at one time. I could feel it all. It was the
Was,
most scariest thing at the time.
was the floors black and white?
Yeah,
It was
like
checkered.
like black and white checkers. Like I don't know why
Yeah.
I never
Okay.
could
I'm
understand
sorry,
that with
bro.
the gestures.
I didn't mean to like scream like that, bro. When you said, I'm like, no way, bro. I thought I went to my neighbor's house. That's why I didn't think nothing of it. They had me like slide up somewhere, bro. Like they had me go up somewhere, and I was coming through somebody's floor, and their floor was black and white, and it was checkered. But the settings of it, it looked like some older person home. So I'm like, oh, I'm in my neighbor's
Yeah,
house. And I thought I was the house above me. So I just opened my
yeah,
eyes. I got out of there. I didn't think too much of it though. I didn't think about no gesture. I didn't say that's what it was, but you reminded me of it. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
yo.
Yeah, that's I never could understand that either, cuz like when I first seen the gestures, that's what they were. They were in like this room with the black and white. It looked like a Masonic room or something. Like a Masonic temple. And the floors was black and white checkers. Like but it was like the weirdest thing, bro. Like I'm like going, how the hell this like Masonic room and what's up, Cryo?
Did you say Masonic room full of alchemical symbols and various lights of subtle illumination upon your very soul?
Exactly.
I was just watching a
Exactly.
video about that the other day.
And somebody
About
was,
the vault of the Adepti.
and I'm gonna tell y'all, look, man, if y'all can't hear something wrong with y'all, you need to get a new phone. All right, for the people out there that talking about, hey, the video was low. I'm like, I listened to the video on my phone, on my computer, like every video was like loud as hell.
Crisp.
Chris, I'm like going, man, what the heck? Yeah, like people talking about, man, yo, what's the name was low? I'm like, nah, your phone is shot. You need to upgrade. You need to
Yo,
get a phone
I ain't gonna
upgrade.
lie, bro. I do think that these psychedelics they might be connected, like more than I think they know each other. I'm not saying
Yeah.
they don't, but they all came from the source and junk. But I think they know each other. Cause why is Salvia showing me the gingerbread man with mushrooms growing out of him? And I didn't even take no mushrooms or none of that. The dude was like, he basically had his hand like, come on in. And the portal, it was imagine an apple, but you only seeing half of the apple, like an apple core, the way it looks like
Yeah.
it's all buttoned up and stuff. Imagine that, but it's only half of that, and it looks like a netting. It looks like some type of fabric netting, or like some, you know what I mean? And that netting got mushrooms coming out of it. So it's
Oh.
like he tried to invite me, like, come on in. I'm like, yo, are they really messing with me, bro? And they invite me in on the first time, so I'm like, oh yeah, not the first time. I'm like maybe the second or something like that. I'm like, oh y'all mess with me, okay, cool. But why is this mushroom dude showing up? Like, why do you got mushrooms growing out of you? What's going on here? You could take me over there? Like, you could do that?
Wow, you should have went. What's up, GG?
is good? What is good?
Oh, not too much. You kind of low. You kind of low though.
Me? Oh, is this better?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Oh man, I haven't messed around with my settings on Discord in a minute.
Flat Earth Rich in here too. But no, you was talking about the Jesters, GD yourself.
Yeah. I seen him first on Salvia, which was wild. S- it's hard to describe.
Yeah.
So, let me ask this: have you guys only experienced black and white checkered patterns before?
Nah, no more.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more than that.
Okay. So, like, after I exhaled salvia, it my vision turned into a green and orange checkered pattern. Um, then it like stretched and morphed, turned into a train, and that train was coming out of me, was what I could see from a third person's perspective. And this train was going into outer space, is what I got the impression of. And as I'm like looking down at myself with this train coming out of my skull, I was like, all right, it worked. We're riding it now. I look at where this train's trajectory is going, and at the merging out of space or the void, a jester being came, and it was just like, get on the train. And I was like, okay. Yeah, nice to meet you, but let's get acquainted first, I guess. I got a little scared, and so I didn't get on the train on that trip. I got stuck with some thoughts about my aunt and everything, so I decided to stay with like the more trippy thoughts than the full-on experience. And then I never really encountered that until I had my 4ACO experience, and that was my last ever experience in July. What happened there was I took the gummies and I was listening to the music. Eventually, something just made me turn off all the lights, like inside of me. Like I just was like, "There's too many lights. I gotta turn them all off." So I was sitting in darkness at that point, where I had like the night all kind of planned out.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of being changed. I had some Grateful Dead, some King Gizzard on, and I even turned that off.
Something nice.
And then I was just in silent darkness. I don't know if it was doubting the gummies or just really wanting to see what would happen in silent darkness. But after that, when sitting in that silent darkness, the come up came to how it normally felt when I had done these things before, especially mushrooms. But then I don't know if it's the dosage or the chemical itself. Normally I see dragons on my psychedelic ventures, not really jesters. So once I saw myself flying past the dragon visuals and going towards the jester visuals, that's when it got like kind of scary for me. I didn't know how to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
And it
Ain't
was
no brakes. Ain't no brakes.
no brakes. And that was it for the rest of the night. It was just confronting this big jester in the sky. It was strange. And how I could describe it, it was more where the salvia jester felt like it was like a head with floating arms and hands, like more disembodied. This felt more connected with a fractal pattern that I could see like a layer through my eyes. So like there's the normal what would be called the normal sober living life that you can see when you have your eyes open and closed, or when you have open, and then when you're on something you have like that layer that I guess like a Snapchat filter, I guess.
That's trippy.
Yeah.
That's trippy because we used to talk about that and we like couldn't understand whether you were seeing the back of your eyelids or we couldn't understand what that layer was, that overlayment that went over everything.
Yeah. And the weirdest part is that layerment, it's not like 100% opacity. It's like 50, half, where you're still able to see the real world.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still see, but that overlayment, like bro, that is so amazing though at the same time, but still, it's like how. Like, I used to
Yeah.
think it was the back of my eyelids, and I'm like, it can't be that because when I open my eyes, I'm seeing it. And then
Yeah.
like okay, the gestures, like when you seen the green and the orange gestures, was it like a burnt orange or what type of orange was it for you?
Yeah. So an orange color. It was like a
Yeah, yeah. That's a
like
simple
a sunset
question.
orange.
Yeah, right.
Because mine was like a orange. Mine was like a
Shoot.
burnt orange.
You know how hard it is to describe colors and stuff like that, man?
I was trying to think of like a sports team. The
Yeah.
Broncos have orange in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would call it like a Broncos orange.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if it was the same because the one I seen, it was like a brown, more of a brownish like orange, but it was
Okay.
like what? Like, and they come in all them different colors and so many different colors.
Right, right. The gesture I saw on for ACO was more like I liked how you used the term like red diamond. For me, it was blue diamond. Um, I really couldn't tell if I was on something else besides for ACO. I was because I was
Yeah.
getting associations with diamonds, which only got on Lucy.
Wow. Oh, you done? Oh, you done Lucy a lot?
Only a few times.
Yeah, that's me. Only
Only a few.
twice. Only twice. 3 times. 3 times.
Hey, Gigi. Hey, Gigi. This is Rich. I'm kind of new.
You ain't new, Rich. You not new here, Rich. You new to Discord.
Man, I joined True a couple weeks ago and was.
You going in and out, Rich.
Uh,
Yeah, I
Just
didn't
fu-
want to interrupt or anything.
Yeah, you going in and out. Just find like a cool little spot, and then you gotta like be into the phone if you're not that close.
yeah, I'm up in the mountains.
Okay. Yeah, you good. You good now.
Yeah.
Right there.
Real quick, though, so I called in a couple weeks ago and was talking to True about my salvia experience and going on and on. Dude, do you mind rewinding? You said something after the checkerboard thing about your salvia. Did you say your thoughts were drifting towards your aunt, like a
Yeah,
female? Is that what you said? Did I hear you correctly?
yeah, you did hear me. Correct me.
Dude,
Yeah.
the second, yeah, man, on my experience, man, I ended up and I'll just do it real quickly here. You're the first person I've met who said this. It was the latter end of my salvia experience. It lasted 20 minutes. And after all the craziness, I ended up on my childhood home lawn, age like 5 to 7, very specific. But I was watching myself through a set of eyes, and I'm like, it's my aunt. That was my only thought, female aunt, and that was nuts. You just said that. I was hoping you could expand on it a little more. Sorry to jump in there, but I wanted to catch you.
No, you're good. That's really interesting that you say that. Especially with the childhood aspect. I don't know if you're a listener of Terrence McKenna. After I had my experiences, I had to go listen to Terrence, and he said something about childhood memories being unlocked too. So it's really interesting that you say it in that type of language and model of language, I guess, the modeling of your sentence. Uh, so those thoughts came from about my aunt's. The thoughts that came from my aunt, or that were the impression of my aunt, came from resisting not going on the train to Salvia Land, I assume. But those thoughts were. It felt like she was talking to me, and it was felt like she was talking to me directly through the experience, telling me that she had already tried to persuade the family with compounds before, and not in a abusive way, but more or less trying to just spread the truth about some of these things, because I don't know how many guys you guys have been in the Dare programs, but I remember Dare lying to me about marijuana and how it can kill. So
Yeah.
there's lies that are spread
Yeah.
around, and it was just basically telling me like, I've already done it, you won't be able to do it, just forget about it. But then the weird part of that experience comes where I'm hearing my aunt's voice, and I'm still having some control within my own experience. So I'm doubting, why am I hearing my aunt's voice? And I'm trying to recall, well, if you're hearing your aunt's voice, that means she's dead. And I'm like, wait, she's dead? How is she dead? I don't remember her dying. And this is the dissociative effect of salvia, I think, because I could not remember if she was alive or dead at that point.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then after I got off of it, I was like, oh yeah, she's alive.
Let me call her and say I love you.
Right. But this was the same aunt that actually had talked with me and my mom when I was going through a really bad time before I did my first ever psilocybin experience. So there's some connection and truth there, but I don't know. I don't know what they've had in their own personal dialogues, if at all. That's about it with my aunt. Yeah.
Thanks, man. It's just way too strange that I've never heard anyone. I've heard all the salvia archetypes: the train, the conveyor belt, the underwater world, the green lady, the getting crushed, getting rolled. You know, all the archetypes, but and the childhood thing as well. But like I thought, when I hopped on here a couple weeks ago, telling Drew my story, like, I mean, I got pinned. It's like my consciousness got split, half underground and half above ground. Like my body was above ground, but below, like the second half, like where my legs would be, but it was like where the root system would be or something.
Right.
Dude, it was very specific. Again, childhood memory from like ages 5 to 7, but from a bowling alley, a bowling event we did, a fundraiser we did in school, and the bowling alley is the divider, and I'm like, the first half of my childhood memory, consciousness, index of experience is underground. It's underneath, like a root system. And then above is like the reality. Dude, it was so nuts. And it's like both trips were going on at the same time. I ain't ever seen anything like this on DMT, on mushrooms, LSD, edible, nothing even came close to this. But it was really strange because the trip was upsetting. Lasted 20 minutes. The purple sticky salvia, like 60 or 80x, just did it completely wrong. No respect. Just went for it, and you know, I got my ass kicked. And but like coming out of it, this was like when it was backing off. It was really weird. It went through a whole sequence of memories. This bowling alley scene, this scene on the lawn where my aunt's watching me from in like 1980, and then. I don't know, man. I was getting chased around by zippers.
Oh, you went out. You went out, Rich. So, what you think was stronger, Gigi? Was it the salvia or the 4-ACO? What you think was like the most strongest, the potentest one?
I would have to say 4-ACO. 4-ACO all the way. That gripped me to my core. I don't know if it was because of dosage or the expectation that I brought to it. It definitely was. It's up there as my strongest experiences. It lasted from. I think I took the thing at 9 p.m. and I was up until 4 a.m. So it was like a good 8 hours.
Yeah, that's me.
My dog, she went to bed before me. She was like, "I'm done. I'm done."
I was stuck in there. I went to I got up to go to the bathroom one time, and I was stuck in there for like 4-5 hours, and then after that, the bathroom just became like my place to be on 4-ACO. It just became,
really?
I don't know what it was about the bathroom and just being in the bathroom, but like I would take a blanket, a pillow, and everything and just be in the bathroom for hours.
It's that safe space, bro. Nobody invades you in the bath. Well, that I know of. But you know what I mean? People just don't walk in the bathroom. And it seemed like the most least visited frequently place throughout the day. Unless people is home all the time or they gotta go use the bathroom all the time. It's like people not showering every hour. You know what I mean? I could do this trip and I could just be in here unbothered. It's like hours.
On the late night. Yeah, on the late night, nobody woke. It's just me. Yeah, stuck.
Huh.
Eyes
Two
rolling to the back of my
Oh.
head. My eyes was rolling to the back of my head. I was on the live. My eyes rolled about 90 times. Like my eyes was all you could see was the white of my eyes. That's it. That's it. But what's the strongest salvia that they got? This is like 100 times or what?
All right, they're gonna tell you. My bad. You go
No,
ahead.
no, you're good. You're good. I think the strongest because it can be a liquid extract. You can dip it to at least, I've seen at least 120 being sold, so it's 120 times dip.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Yeah, being a liquid, you can probably go 1,000. It's activated in the microgram range, similar to LSD.
No wonder you can turn into a sandwich. You become a sandwich. Like, remember Wild Man Ninja? He said I was a sandwich in the lunchbox. Like, hoping don't nobody open that lunchbox. Like, people turn it into puddles. Like, that's the crazy thing, bro. Like, and I ain't never tried salvia, but just hearing the stories of people turning into puddles and sandwiches, and that is wild. But most people,
That's
like,
wild.
yeah, like a lot of the what's up with it, Torn? Long time no
What's
hear,
good,
bro.
Brody?
Oh,
Exactly. I'm talking to you.
What's up? Oh yeah, man, you didn't even did come in and just tell. I ain't even heard your last mushroom experience you had.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was I broke through. It was crazy.
I seen you break out.
Yeah, bro. Literally, it's about the people. Like we them people, we them boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause literally that's what I broke through on. Cause I was like, all right. So this is what happened. So I was at the fire. This is how you know it's crazy, man. I was at the pit of the fire, bro. And then there was like a little like uh kid pool, baby pool that was like literally like 20 feet away,
Yeah.
right? So uh I calculated something at the pool, right? I walked 20 feet, right? I stood at the fire. I ran to the pool and I calculated the opposite of what I calculated when I was at the pool.
What? So that's why you took off running?
I just started, yeah, because I was calculating. I wanted to see like what I would calculate while I was running. And I calculated the opposite. I calculated -20. It was 20, and then I calculated -20. And I was like, wow. And I did it in a matter of like 10 seconds. And I was like, yo, because I've never done it like that before. Because I've done it where like I've like, popped it. I call it a pop. Like when it's like negative and then positive, I call it a pop because it's like, you know what I'm saying? And so I was at the pool, I was at the water, I was at the fire. And I calculated the opposite of it. And I just realized that it was the water and the fire when I'm telling you the story, because you know what I'm saying? It'd be building on when we tell the stories later on.
So when did you realize you broke through?
I realized I broke through like 5 minutes later because I got this burst of energy. I was like, yeah. Because I kept talking about it. I was like, yeah. I was like, let's go. I was like, let's go.
Shiva.
And I told Mystery Ozo was good. I told Mystery Ozo about it. And then he was like, and then I told him, he went back inside, and I just like started like getting this burst of energy. And the reason why I say breakthrough is because I have been like I've been like showing that same energy later on. Like I've been like showing that same, because I was like jumping up and down and I was like bobbing my head and I was like, yeah. It was so much energy, especially on the mushroom. It was so much energy that I've been doing that same jump up and down when I do my calculations, because it's like my calculations are becoming so powerful because I've been doing it since June 2018. So another side of the mushroom, that's just the moment line part. That's the biggest moment line part. But from like the real mushroom experience, I still feel like in my body, I felt like I was overcoming a lot of stress. So
yeah.
you know how like the mushrooms kind of plays with your mind?
Exactly.
Yeah, so like life approaches you the way that your mind actually works. So it's like you're gonna go through what your mind act like, how smart you are. If you're really that smart, your body, or it's not even about how smart you are, but smart is good because you want to be able to have a logical way of thinking and a better way of thinking and an efficient way of thinking. Also, it's just like, wow, if I really think this way, like, wow, things should be this way for each dimension, then each dimension is gonna, like, the mushrooms will mimic that. And this is an example. So it's like, so I was in that relationship, right? So I felt like I wasted a lot of my energy on that girl. So my life, the way my life has been rehabilitating itself and the way that I've been seeing it and feeling it is like, wow, because I went through that, I'm going through this. So it attaches itself. So it's gonna be an ending to it because it started, so it has to end. So like the way I feel has to end. So in the mushrooms, I feel weak. Like when I went to infinity, I couldn't move. I was still like, it was like there was no possible way for me to like get up and start dancing or something like that. So and these are like the ways of the psychedelics. It's like the psychedelics are really powerful because it's like it will contain everything, because like doing the moment line, I know the words to say when certain words are spoken. So like, and I know when to calculate, because it's like it just sounds interesting to calculate. It's like, so yeah, with the mushrooms, I was feeling like a little bit weak. I was feeling a little bit weak, but it was just like, damn. I was like, I just felt numb. Like I just really felt numb. Like I just wanted to feel something. But I could feel the magic, and I could feel like the healing of the mushrooms. It was very distinctive.
Do you feel like you overcame that trauma?
Yes and no at the same time, because I could do the moment line, and one moment line would stop my depression, and it has. But it's not the only depression it is that they keep forcing like evil energy on me. It's like, and I could feel it. It's like it's not even like a question. It's like it's a distinction between normal and evil, and I feel that it's evil more than it's normal. So it's like especially with a virus in our atmosphere, it's like interesting. I'm like, yo, that's interesting. I'm
So
like, why?
what do you feel like is evil?
I feel like the bad intent, like the intentions of trying to hurt me.
Yeah.
Like it's just the cause of pain, right?
Yeah.
I just want to be freed from pain, but they don't want to free me from pain. And it's like, why you don't want to free someone from pain? Like that's wild.
Why you don't want to free yourself from pain? It ain't for nobody else to do, it's for you to do.
No, but no, it is, because it's like it's about telling the truth, and that's why I'm so attached to that. And it's like it's about telling the truth. It's about me wanting to know what happened because I have the right to know, and I would have, So anyway, it's just like it's about telling the truth. So if someone is withholding truth that I want to know, that's how the adventure becomes. That's how the adventure becomes like longer. It just takes longer for the adventure to happen, because you're kind of like waiting, but it's like you're not really waiting because you're never gonna get it. But it's like you always have faith. It's always about having faith, and that's what God is. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, when people talk about God, and like I really want to get down to like the truest psychedelics. It's like that's what I want to get to, because my mushroom trip last time, Mr. Ozo, was my second favorite.
Yeah.
It was my second favorite, and Joshua Tree was my third, and then Infinity was my first.
Yeah.
Cause it was just like what made it so different was just from Joshua Tree. It was just like, damn, like Joshua Tree was like such an amazing opportunity, and it was outside in Joshua Tree. Like you can't get any better than that, especially when it comes to like the spirit of the mushrooms and, you know, psychedelics. Like when it comes to that spirit, like you want to be in those places.
But what
because
about
it really?
What about you being there and like actually witnessing and fighting your own battles yourself in Ozo backyard? Just, you know, being able to deal with your own trauma yourself without having all these, you know, everything else around you, and being able to like go head on with yourself by yourself.
Yeah, I was really by myself because, you know, we were just having our own trips, and it was so comfortable. The real comfort, the real comfort secret that is so obvious with the moment line is just magic mushrooms calculates to 44 rise.
Sun Tzu.
Mystery Ozo's house number is 44, so I called it the mushroom
wow.
house.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I'm doing magic mushrooms at the magic mushroom house. So I was geeking off that. I was geeking off it all the way. So I was like, yo, I was like, this really means something. This is a sign. So it healed me. I was like, this is dope. I was like, Earth has so much to offer. I'm like, Earth could do it all. Like, it's like Earth really does it all. It's like there's no way to escape it.
So did you have an afterglow after that, like to where, you know, this feeling of goodness since that experience?
Yes. Okay, so if it was like a main, being in Oregon, I'm in Oregon now. Like I'm making money. I'm like that's the afterglow, really.
Yeah. Like you making money.
Making bread. I just did overtime. Like
you got like
I'm about to get a.
You got like a job, like a job.
A job. I haven't had a job since 2018.
Dang.
Yeah. Took a major break from reality. Like, so when I'm making money now, I can make moves. Like now that I'm making money, I'm a boss up on myself. Like, cause like, you know what I'm saying? I want to do it for myself. Like, cause I've been talking with the universe, like very vivid and distinct messages, like real conversation. Like when I calculate, it's like, it's not normal conversation because I calculate the conversation, and I only say that it's not normal because it's so fast. Yeah. It's so like I calculate so fast, so the messages come so fast, so we don't really get to talk and like sit down and talk, but we talk through how fast I go in calculations, and we get to some crazy stuff. And you know what's even crazier that I realized is that I'm the one that's freaking calculating so much, and I'm also the one in deception.
Exactly. So how have your interactions with people been like since that experience?
My experience with people is, and I see people every day because of what I do for my work. Like I'm in Costco at AT&T cryo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I'm like talking to people all the time. So I'm like getting to see reality in a different way. I'm like, yo, this is a true this is a real psychedelic. Yeah. This is a real psychedelic, what I'm doing. Only I'm experiencing this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's it's psychedelic, but it's personal. It's also like I'm the only like it's like individual. That's what I want to say. It's like individual. It's like I'm an individual. It's like that's the best way to explain the psychedelics is that it's individual.
Salvia.
Like it's half. It's like we all have half of everything. Like everything is like so when you're in a psychedelic, like I don't know, it's like individuals are half because that's what it calculates to. Individuals 101. So it's like with the psychedelics, it's like I want to get to the point where, you know, I'm like, yo, I want to smoke DMT. Because I already did ayahuasca. I know what ayahuasca does with my body.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was wait, you did the ayahuasca when we was at Joshua Tree, or when did you do the ayahuasca?
Yeah, Joshua Tree.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
man, that was different, man. that was different. That was a lot.
Yo, bro, we went through so much magic, and it's like we're balancing it. It's like, bro, I want to get to the calculations. Like, I want to get to the music, like the real music, the real calculations, the real meetups. Because now I can go to the meetup since I'm so close. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like just the involvement. It's like the gratitude. It's like these different words that just explain everything. It's like how smart can we make the conversation?
Oh.
I feel like for me, I'm really just a good conversationalist, and I'm not like I'm not in Hollywood right now. It's like, but damn, I'm smart as fuck. Like that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
You
it's
is in Hollywood right now. Right now.
Right.
Gonna start calling you Hollywood Scoop.
Hollywood Scoop. You right. It's just I'm not in everybody's face right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I could be, because everybody not even vegan. So it's like I just
yeah. You always on that vegan. What you doing in the woods? You all in the woods? And
because that's where I live right now.
Like, golly.
Yeah, it's just cause it's like I'm one with nature right now. That's the afterglow. Nature has pulled me to itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm like Tarzan. You know what I'm saying? I'm wild. I'm like I see things for like my eyeballs are different now.
Yeah,
my eyeballs are different.
That's lit. But I gotta tap out though. Rance, man. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I gotta tap out.
About me.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You the little bro. Come on now. Dang, Killer Pop Twinkly. Jamaican Son, Zoo, GG, man, flat out
Wally,
rich.
Wally was right. Don't have no furniture by you when you're doing salvia.
Why is that?
People start freaking out and you start overreacting and junk, and then you forget that you even hear, and then sometimes you just take over your visuals, and then you know what I mean. It's like you just want to find yourself like a spot where you could just chill out. I'm not gonna advise you trying to do some extra junk on salvia at all, because I don't even do that, so I'm not gonna advise nobody to do that. And you can find somewhere where it's like you can just lay down if you need to, or just whatever. You got a pillow, valid.
Yeah, valid.
My first time I did it, I was running. Shoot, bro, I couldn't even run. The first time I did it, everybody's eyes was moving apart, bro. I was falling backwards toward the tub. That's why I had to sit myself down on a flat surface and against the wall. I'm like, if this is gonna pull me back, I need to be supported or something like that, or I need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before you dip out, my last Sally trip, I thought I was in the circus. I thought they put me in a circus, bro, and I couldn't figure out if I was the show or if I was outside the circus. And I came to the conclusion that I was the show of the circus. I was just rapping on Sally. I'm like, oh yeah, you can rap, Sally, okay. And then forgot that you need to close your eyes. When you take Sally and you take like a little bit and you keep taking increments, it's best to close your eyes. It's best to close your eyes. And I forgot about it. I closed my eyes and I started seeing. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't do you in so long. I forgot how this go. I forgot. And then it got too crazy. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna just walk away. I'm done. And when I went to go walk away into my room, I saw all these little. That's why I posted a picture in the general of the tomato. You see all the little lines on the tomato, or if you look closely, you can see like all the little lines on the tomato. That was throughout my house. That was throughout my room. And I'm like, there's no. They showed me like an elephant balancing on a ball or something like that. Some weird junk, like some circus junk. And I'm like, yo, ain't no way that these lines throughout my house. And I looked around, bro, and it was going throughout the other rooms too. And I'm like, yo, no way. And I was on the Discord, so I was like kind of freaking out too, because it was just happening in front of my face. So I'm freaking out. And I look at the lines. This is the last part. I look at the lines, bro. You know what it was? You know how you be like, oh, and you open your mouth and you be like, oh, the lines were me doing that. The lines were me going, oh. I thought it was skeleton, like skeletal heads balanced on top of each other. No, it was me doing exactly what I was doing right now. And I'm like, it kept freaking me out the more I kept intercepting what was going on. And it wasn't even what was going on, but when I was thinking what was going on, it kept tripping me out, bro. And I was like, I can't do this right now. I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
That's wild. What's up, though, George? Man, before I head out, man, what it do, man? Long time no hear.
No, I just haven't been on any type of social media at all. I haven't been doing shit.
You been on Instagram?
Yeah.
I seen you.
I hop on Instagram for like 20 minutes.
It was a minute ago, though. It was a minute ago. It was a minute ago. I seen you on IG.
I'm thinking about just fucking dipping out to Mexico and going to live with these motherfuckers for like a year and then pulling back over here.
To Mexico?
Same.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what the fuck? I'm up here doing all this bullshit when I can go to Mexico and feel free for a fucking year and then come back over here and then get back on the bullshit over here. But like, bro, I just want to fucking, if I want one day where I could just like, I want to wake up and not have to worry about shit unless I have to worry about shit. Like, unless I want to worry about shit. You feel me? Like,
it's wild because it's like here in San Diego, it's a lot of people that work in San Diego, but they live in Mexico because it's cheaper.
yeah, like I want to do shit like that, bro. I was just like, fuck this, bro. I'm about to fucking go over there and pull up to where my mom grew up and shit. Cause like, if I were to go there, like honestly, everyone always got work and shit. There's always something to do. They're always fucking partying every fucking weekend. There's always something community-wise going on. And then over here and shit, like the people that I be around and people that claim to be my friends and shit, they're all like, oh, hey, like we should go do something. Fucking hit them up and they're like, oh, well, I don't feel like going. I don't want to go today. Or is so-and-so going? So like, bro, like, I don't know. Everyone got fucked up plans up here.
Everybody is doing stuff.
Yeah.
I used to feel that way too, and then I said, dang, everybody got their own life. That's why when you make plans, if everybody ain't going, you got to still go and get get the benefits of the happiness you looking for. Like,
yeah, that solo dolo. Just put yourself out there. You gonna crush your own plans when you be like, dang, you ain't going. I don't want to go.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
You would go, but it just seems sad now that this person ain't going. But it's like, forget that. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna go do this.
I'm gonna go do it anyway. Exactly. But it was cool hearing from you though, George, and everybody. I gotta tap out though, man. I got stuff to go do. I don't want to just tap out on you. But yeah, till next time. All right, Discord.
All right.
All right, GG. And everybody on YouTube. You feel me? Everybody on TikTok, Instagram. Till next time, man. I'm about to tap out. Go do what I do. And then Wally, you need to hit me up so we can get the next Wally Soto live going. Cause everybody always tapping in like, where's Wally? Like Wally, we be all on different. We already in different time zones. He in the future. I'm in the past, so I'll be having to catch up with him. But when I do, you know, he always had the most amazing talks as everybody else. I thank everybody for coming through and just, you know, sharing they self, sharing their experiences, and yeah, we gonna keep it going. Till next time.